Siema, z tej strony Rzeźnika, to jest Hunter, upaćkana jeszcze cała w Venomie, którego pokonaliśmy w ostatnim odcinku. Teraz musimy porozmawiać z Tonym. Nasza koleżanka z uczelni nie bardzo jest z nas zadowolona, że tak się rzuciliśmy na niego, ale co zrobić? Tu się jeszcze wyświetla coś, żebyśmy kliknęli w mapę i w bohaterów. Zobaczmy. Mapa. A, czy na przykład gdzie jest Iron Man? No, tajemne klucze, czyli nie mamy jeszcze żadnego tajemnego klucza. To jest też, no, poniedziałek deszcz, prawda? Aha, Tony Stark jest tu. Koszary, kaplica. Polanara, biblioteka, świetlica. Spoko. Bohaterowie. Były jakieś awanse. Więc zobaczmy, co to nam się z tymi awansami dzieje. Ale dalej nie mogę wejść na modyfikację. Była awansa, zdrowie, siła ataku, wszystko niby. Okej, przejdź do talii, może talia jakąś tak. Cięcie, szybkie leczenie, bitch. Nie chcę zobaczyć karty, jakoś mogę je wziąć, rytować, gdzie talii nie mam. Brak nieużywanych zdolności. No dobrze, a może któryś z paków ma używany? Blade. Brak nieużywanych zdolności. Strange. No właśnie, a można go jakoś... Ulepszenie. No ale bym chciał ulepszyć i co? Jak mogę go ulepszyć? No, wszystko się okaże w trakcie. Poziom przyjaźni, a mój z panem doktorem. Modyfikacja też jest niemożliwa. Dobra, lecimy z kolejnym. Hunter. A to co, ja nie mogę innych bohaterów wybrać? Superlink, co to jest Superlink? Nie ma. Mapa, bohaterowie. Tylko 3. Wyposażenie. Zdolności. Nie ma. Dobra, zasoby. Esencja ataku. Wydestylowana energia magiczna powiązana z atakami. Służy do ulepszania zdolności ataku, modyfikacji zdolności ataku, tworzenia zdolności ataku. Ok. Esencja umiejętności, pewnie to sam połysk. Połysk służy do kupowania skórek bohaterów, palet i rekwizytów, personalizacja baterii Huntera, źródła misja i tajemne skrzynie. Kredyty. Podstawowa waluta wykorzystywana w Midnight Suns. Kupowanie ulepszeń pomieszczenia, codzienny sparring, terapia bojowa, misje i tajemne skrzynie. W ustawieniach jest coś więcej. To budka. Ok, to sobie ustawienia przejrzę poza anteną tak zwaną. Ale jeszcze raz, bohaterowie. Bo coś się wydarzyło. Kolekcje. Nie ma nic. Prezenty. Nie ma nic. Elementy zadań. Nie ma nic. Przedmioty bojowe. Ciekawe, też nie ma nic. Doktor Strange. Zaraz, tu mi się coś świeci, jak dziwnie z tym doktorem Strange'em. Dlaczego nie mogę wymieniać nic doktorka? Dobra. Lecimy do pana doktora. Chyba nie ma tutaj za bardzo czego szukać jeszcze. Nie do pana doktora, tylko z Ironmana.
That was a complete fiasco.
Not the outcome I envisioned for our first mission together, but you know what they say. Any mystic...
You did okay out there, considering you were technically dead 72 hours ago.
Dobra, już idę do Tonego. Co tu wiedzi? Jakby wszyscy polecieli, to by spuścili łomot temu dziadu i ją. To? Esencja umiejętności. Ja mogę sobie znajdować takie rzeczy. Doskonale. Kredyty. Pewnie tego pełno tu gdzieś leży. O, proszę bardzo, Moon Knight skrywa swoją prawdziwą tożsamość za peleryną i cieniem. Ta karta symbolizuje podstęp, ale też kreatywność i nieświadomość. Kompletuj kolekcję przedmiotów, by zyskać nagrody specjalne. I będziemy jeszcze kolekcjonowali tutaj. Dobra. Pobiegam sobie w części dotyczącej, że tak powiem, misji pobocznej. To jest jakaś kolejna skrzynia. One. Where are you?
Wow, you actually did go medieval on their associates.
Hunter, you look scathed. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you
No,
were wearing,
Stark.
what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
It is doubtful you could have done better. If you could, you would not have raised me from the dead.
Whoa, 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 don't go all rabid zombie demon on me. It was just a little constructive criticism. You did a commendable job, considering you were, you know, reborn yesterday. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
I assure you, there is nothing to fear here.
Well, it's easy to say not to be scared of things that go bump in the night when you are a thing that goes bump in the night. I don't even watch horror movies, and now I'm living in one.
Horror movies?
Oh, you'll love them. Imagine a painting come to life. Moving, talking, telling a story, one that just happens to be pulled from your very worst nightmare. Or just stop by my room. Fairly certain there's one hanging there already. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with
Dobrze,
pleasant
zobaczmy co
dreams,
tam
Tony.
Iron Man nam zostawił.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
O nie.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual. Private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving
Dobra.
compatriots. You might ask,
Dobra,
Tony,
Superlink pozwala
aren't you just
ci być w
repurposing a
kontakcie z
failed
resztą
product from the
drużyny, to sieć
communications division?
społecznościowa tylko dla
If you
swoich
do,
bohaterów.
I'll revoke access and let everyone
Doskonale,
else know you're a
kurde.
jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Nie dość, że trzeba unikać Facebooka, to teraz będzie trzeba unikać Superlinka. Żeby nie pożerał czasu. Superlink, zobaczmy. Dobrze, Iliana Rasputin. Najpierw przez was Wanda odeszła, teraz zostawiamy ją na śmierć. Wielcy bohaterowie. Proszę bardzo. Robi Rejs, pierwszy wpis. Zobaczmy co komentują. Zapomniałem, że to nie tak. Boże, naprawdę trzeba będzie to czytać? To też na sesji poświęconej czytaniu Superlinka. Bo naprawdę trochę tak nie bardzo. O, mogę wybrać już Ironmana. Też nie ma nieużywanych zdolności. Tony! Jak tak mało będzie tych ruchów, to nie wiem po co mi aż tylu tych. Okej. Można obejrzeć wszystko na swoim tym, co tu posłanie dla piesa. Spróbuję. O, co tu mam? Ciocia Sara każe mi ćwiczyć pisanie, no więc ćwiczę. Ale za każdym razem, kiedy maczam pióro na inkauście, mam coraz większą ochotę wybiec poza dziedziniec, do moich tajemnych miejsc. Zostały tam moje lalki, a przyszła burza i boję się, że stanie im się krzywda. Lalki chowają urazy. Agata mówi, że nie, ale i tak jest mi szkoda. Czyli jeszcze będziemy zbierali rzeczy. Spoko.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
Dzięki POLSKAwi zdobytemu podczas misji, hunter i inni bohaterowie mogą odblokowywać nowe przedmioty
There
na
never
społeczne
was
stroje
enough
do
room for
noszenia
my
w
armor in
opartej.
this thing.
Teraz wybierz i kup nowy strój w opactwie dla hunter. Przecież wybrałem kobietę, to powinno być dla hunter. Dlaczego tam dodają to nieszczęsne A? O. Pustówkę? Kupimy. I mamy nowy strój w wyposażeniu. Ulepszenie pokoju. Zobaczmy, ulepszenie pokoju. Ok, możemy sobie polepszyć rzeczy dla estetów. Personalizacja pokoju, czyli co? O Jezu. Możemy zmieniać kolor łóżka, przynajmniej na razie. Dobrze. Sama personalizacja. Strój w opactwie. Strój bojowy. No nie wierzę. Szminka. Szminka, proszę bardzo. Okej, czyli twarz. Ale ja bym chciał coś tutaj zablokowane. Okej, zdrojowy. No, wygląd też możemy sobie zmienić. Okay. Spoko. A ja bym chciał zmienić teraz, to już coś tam mogę. Na przykład doktora Strange'a mogę zmienić. Jest modyfikacja. Strój bojowy, proszę bardzo. Legendarny. Mamy stroje z tego, z kodów. Sztuka Defenders. Okej. Codziennie zmieniać stroje, o Boże, czyli możemy jeszcze go... Włączmy, dlaczego nie? Niech nam się nie nudzi. Strój w opactwie. Spoko, jest to dobra opcja. Pony! Okej, czyli nie... Niezłe te stroje. Kurde, miałem lecieć w tym odcinku dalej z tą... dalej z fabułą. Dobra, to strojami zajmiemy się innym razem. Lecimy dalej z fabułą. Obejrzyj stronę dziennika, szafę i obraz. Gdzie jest obraz? Obraz. Obraz. Ona? Piękny pies.
We were all so happy then.
Dobra, to mamy iść spać.
Then we advance.
No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
No nie, no i
Don't
teraz
forget about Agatha.
na superniku pojawił się nowy boss.
I never could.
Na razie idziemy zgodnie z
Charlie was restless all night.
Fabułą.
I should have known
Nie do
something was
później.
wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you. Why, hello, Hunter.
Hunter?
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered. Well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think I could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration. I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
Tell me about this demon. Why is it there?
Well, you would probably know more about that than me. I'm still working on a way to keep track of everything that goes bump in the night around here. Whatever they've got trapped down there, it's hotter than hell by a few thousand Kelvin, very pissed off, and really good at weaving synthetic microblends.
but tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry. Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Okay, so why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up Strange a new personality.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. I was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
You sound pretty pleased with yourself.
Now you're starting to sound a little like Pepper. And Jennifer. Of course, they both think I'm full of something else.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Wygląda to nieźle.
Hey, careful. Some of us
Zobaczmy, co dalej.
aren't
Dobra, gdzieś
immortal,
bada
quasi-invulnerable demigods.
Można zrobić samowodaniem lekarza? Aha.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is
Badanie
going.
cewki gamma. Tony Stark
Just give
może
me a little
użyć
time here and I can whip up some pretty fun
bez stworzyć
toys.
zdolności
How
bohatera.
about we give Hydra a taste
On
of their
chyba
own
tylko jedną
gamma-powered medicine for a
sterowaną
change?
zdolność, więc dobrze się zastanów.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing?
Nic po mnie to trwało czasami takie badania różne. No to już tam. To jest dobre. Pamiętność. Beach jest dobre.
Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or
Też jest.
forge.
O nie, to jest dobre, to jest dobre. Wezmę beach. Zyskano kopię obecnie używanych zdolności. Po zabraniu na dziedzinie duplikaty zdolności można połączyć, tworząc nowe, potężniejsze... O! Ona to nie widziała. Minoru, przestań pisać na tym. Zajmij się robotą. Dobra, idziemy do Blade. A po drodze. Przeproszę, jedna z wielu zbrój Ironmana. Wypolerowana na wysoki połysk. Choć jest wyłączona, jej oczy dają się za tą podążać. Tak,
That is
polerowana przecież
something.
pewnego ale to pelota. Kolejna rzecz do zbierania. Nawał nosi się w niebo pełne gwiazd, które reprezentują wsparcie jego drużyny. Ta karta symbolizuje spokój i nadzieję na lepsze jutro. No to już druga karta pelota. To coś. W drugą stronę obiegniemy innym razem, lecimy dalej. Gdzie jest ten wampirzy syn?
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me.
I can respect that. Go ahead.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey, something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anybody else?
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Anyone else?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Who else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anyone else?
Nobody else.
Sure.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally. Think Dr. Strange knows Merlin? I'm still waiting for someone to take this sword.
Jeśli bohater posiada dwie kopie danej zdolności, mogą one zostać połączone, by stworzyć nową, potężniejszą wersję. Dawaj, dawaj. Bitch.
Time to take it to the next level.
Czy to cięcie? Nie. Bitch, dobra. Natężamy tam co? Jeszcze ma dla mnie.
Peace.
Nic.
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
Że ona nie musi ćwiczyć.
What's up?
Thanks, Blade.
Sure.
Oops. This is why I like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking, but then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Not as persuasive as I, Captain.
I said you can call me Carol, and I wouldn't bet on that. You just woke up from a 300-year nap. You've never seen me go binary on someone.
Binary?
I don't want to spoil the surprise. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Bruce Banner. To jest Hulk.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second.
Ow. The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Moi drodzy, no i czeka nas kolejna misja, ale zanim zaczniemy ją, to zobaczymy się w kolejnym odcinku, dlatego że ten już trwa 40 minut, a mówiłem, że będę starał się robić krótsze odcinki, więc kolejną misję ogarniemy już w następnym odcinku. Może w międzyczasie jeszcze zrobię odcinek, gdzie będę pobiegam sobie tutaj po okolicy i poszukam znajdek, jeżeli takowe są. Także za dzisiejszy odcinek dziękuję wam bardzo, trzymajcie się, cześć, pa pa!